Hi, my name is Suzy and I am a local real estate specialist here in the Pacific Northwest. And today's topic, I want to be covering why you need a realtor, even if you are buying new construction, why you want somebody in your corner. So if you're thinking of purchasing new construction, here is a couple of things that you may know and a couple that you may not know, that what my hope is to help educate you and make you a more informed buyer. So if you're ready, here we go. One of the questions I get is, do you actually need an agent if you are buying new construction? Because we already know that it's brand new, right? And there's a lot of things to consider. The short answer is yes. Absolutely, you need a buyer's agent. So a buyer's agent is a real estate agent that represents the home buyer in a purchase. And how that takes place, a real estate agent becomes your buyer's agent once you sign a buyer agency agreement with their firm. And at that point, we have certain duties, responsibilities, and legalities that we are here to help protect you and your best interest. So a buyer's agent is there to protect you. So I would make sure I have one. Some things that a buyer's agent can help you with are some of the basics, where you're looking at location and good neighborhoods and making sure within a neighborhood that you're not backed up to future power lines or things of that nature. But a couple of things that I think are the most important things that a buyer agent can help you with is, number one, all the mountains of paperwork. Looking through the builder's contracts, understanding the contracts, maintaining the paperwork. I never would have thought when I started this career that I would need almost a mini law degree. And I kind of feel like that's how it is. I do not have one, of course, but myself, as well as real estate specialists across the nation, have gotten very attuned to what these include and can explain it to you. We can help educate you on all the fine print. And that is very important. I have had too many clients come to me saying they didn't understand one thing or another thing and went ahead and signed it, and then trouble evoked. But that's neither here or there. We can also help connect you with a good attorney or a good lender if that's something that you need. We can help provide professional guidance. And again, just having somebody in your corner all along the way. It's very, very important. And then I want you to think about the sales rep for the new builders. So when you walk into a model home or a sales trailer and somebody's there to greet you and they're super friendly and they know everything there is to know about their product in the new home, which is as it should be, but also keep in mind, they work for the builder. They do not work for you. You want somebody that's going to work for you. Okay, I know I keep coming back to that, but it's so important and people really don't understand sometimes. And I love working with the sales reps for the new home builds and stuff like that. They're usually very professional. We're working towards that common goal of making you happy, making the client happy, and finding just the right space. But it's a partnership that's really going to take care of the builder for them and the buyer for us. So we want to make sure that you understand that the sales rep works for the builder. Some of the new sales reps, they won't advise you against like purchasing, a bad lot or something that backs up to a power line or stuff like that. So you always do want to have your representative with you, taking care of you. Also, I want you to realize that your agent, as a buyer agent, they are paid by the builder. So it's not, for the most part, costing you anything. Why would you not want representation on your side? So in order for a builder to put their homes on the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, they have to offer buyer agents compensation, some form of compensation. And once it gets into the multiple listing services, this is when that information is now sent to the agencies, the real estate firms. It's also sent to the national, every time you see a listing on Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com or something like that, it has to go through a local MLS. So it's very important for them to have that, even the new builds in the MLS, and to get that kind of exposure. So when a realtor actually tells you we are paid by the builder, that is normally the case. There are a few loopholes, and this is where people really get into trouble. And this has happened to two people that I know of within the last couple of weeks. So I want everybody to know that you're not going to get a better deal if you show up without an agent. So sometimes people think, oh, well, if they were going to compensate a buyer's agent, then what, maybe if I go in there without an agent, they'll just let me use that money and discount the property, or, you know, put it towards upgrades and things like that. And that is not the case. They put it in their budget for compensation. So if it is not used for buyer agent representation, essentially it goes back into their pockets. So it's not really there to like wheel and deal with. So I want you to know that every new home deal should be working towards the happiness of the client. So we should be working towards the same goals. However, here's a caveat that I want everyone to know about. So please, this is very important, listen up. If you go to a new home, new construction, new build, open house, things like that, please, without your agent, please make sure that when you register, you write your agent's information in there. There's a lot of little loopholes with this. What would be best is to, if you find some places online, which is a normal thing right now, and you want to go see something, you talk to your trusted real estate buyer agent professional and have them set it up. If they cannot go with you, have them go with you to the showing, because you want to make sure that everyone is aware that you have representation. Because what happens sometimes is that you walk in, you register, you don't immediately say, hey, I have a buyer's agent. And then you decide later on that might be a place that you want to purchase. Well, because you didn't register with them, some builders even have a rule that if you're not registered by your real estate agent, or you don't specifically input information about your real estate agent, they will no longer allow you to either have representation, or if you do have representation, you're going to have to pay for it out of pocket. So talk to your trusted real estate professional. If you don't have one, please, I would love you to trust me with this information. You need to make sure that all your bases are covered, and with that, meaning that you are represented by your buyer's agent before you go in and sign your name on anything. Even if you just think, hey, we're just out for a Sunday, we're going to look at some open houses. This could be something that later comes back and bites all involved in the rear end. And it's not a good thing. And people don't know, quite honestly, you know, people are just like, oh, we're just out. We're just going and looking at houses and things like that. And now if you decide that is something you want, either you have to go in without representation, or you will have to pay out of pocket for buyer's representation. And neither of those is a good idea. So hopefully that's the one main takeaway that you get from this video, is to have your buyer agent make sure before you go looking at places without them that whomever is showing you the place is very well aware that you have a buyer agent and who that person is. It's so much better if you just take your agent with you, or have your agent at least register you in the builder system so they know that you are represented by somebody. It will be very, very important in the end, okay? And then in conclusion, if you're thinking of buying a home, I would suggest that you reach out to your realtor as soon as possible and have a friendly conversation. If you do not have one, like I said, even if you are not in my area, I am happy to help. I love educating people on this. And I can maybe help connect you with somebody that is in your area. So please reach out. If you are in the Pacific Northwest, or you are in the San Antonio, Austin area of Texas, I am also a licensed realtor there. I would love for you to reach out and see how I can help you. In the meantime, please just have a wonderful, blessed day. And with all the fine print that is out there these days and all the legalities, I beg of you to make sure that you have a realtor that you trust on both ends of your deal, if you are selling your home or if you are buying a home, even if it's new construction. Thank you and have a great day.